NASA keeps calling 3I Atlas a harmless comet, right? But with every new data release, if you really pay attention, something very different whispers between the lines. Tonight, we're going to look past the polished press statements and follow only the numbers, the ones they probably hoped no one would ever connect. So, count with me. 5 secrets hiding in plain sight. Picture this, July 2025. An interstellar traveler enters our solar system at an incredible 61 kilometers per second, skims past Mars, and then slingshots back into the deep, dark void of space. NASA labels it a comet, case closed. But hold on. Why did its path bend in ways gravity alone can't explain? Why did it collide with something that no radar, no telescope, no sensor ever detected? And why are all the close-up images of this object still locked away in some deep bureaucratic limbo? These are 5 major red flags that suggest NASA simply isn't telling us everything about 3I Atlas. Secret 1. Let's be honest, comets don't just decide to make U-turns on their own, do they? Yet small, almost imperceptible, thruster-like nudges keep showing up in 3I Atlas's trajectory data. We're talking millimeters per second here, but over the span of weeks, those tiny shifts change the flyby distance by thousands of kilometers. Solar radiation and planetary tugs, they don't add up. Independent analysts, the ones really digging into the numbers, say this delta V, this change in velocity, matches perfectly what a light sail the size of a city bus could harvest from plain sunlight. In NASA's public archives, they simply mention unmodeled acceleration, and then, just like that, move on. So we have something that looks like a probe, behaves like a probe, corrects its course like a probe, yet it's treated as just another strange comet. Secret 2. Another mystery. During its approach, 3I Atlas actually bumped into an object, one that no telescope, radar, or gravitational sensor ever recorded. The impact released a plume of debris that, surprisingly, was rich in nano-sized aluminum oxides. Those spectral fingerprints are far more common in high-tech wreckage than any natural comet dust. And here's the detail. The velocity vectors show the impactor came in at an astonishing 0.15 c. Think about that. Whoever launched it is working with energy levels we can't even begin to imagine. NASA's official note? They casually called it a fortuitous collision with interstellar dust. But come on, dust doesn't vaporize aluminum at those energies. So the question remains, what exactly hit the comet? Secret 3. You know how comets work, right? They get close to the sun, they heat up, their ices sublimate, jets of gas fire off, and their brightness surges. Basic comet physics. But 3I Atlas? It stayed within 5 astronomical units of the sun, and yet its black body temperature stubbornly hovered near absolute zero, fluctuating by less than 1/10 of a Kelvin. No natural insulator known to physics can keep a thermostat that precise. Speculative engineers whisper about advanced metamaterials, capable of venting heat backward as collimated infrared, a perfect camouflage if you really don't want thermal sensors setting off alarms. NASA's official papers cite unexpectedly low emissivity, and then, just like that, move on. Secret 4. Both the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter and ESA's Trace Gas Orbiter captured literally thousands of mosaic frames during 3I Atlas's close flyby. And as you probably know, standard protocol is to release those raw images within 48 hours. But what happened? Instead, a convenient government shutdown clause locked all those crucial data sets behind a review board that, guess what, still hasn't even met. Leaked thumbnails, which of course were quickly scrubbed from the internet, showed a sharply defined nucleus and a coma clinging to it like magnetic film, nothing like the fuzzy, indistinct halo NASA's artistic renderings keep trying to sell us. When data suppression happens once, okay, you can blame bureaucracy, but when it becomes the pattern for every anomalous interstellar object, what are we really looking at? Secret 5. Ask NASA about 3I Atlas, and you'll hear a carefully crafted script. Natural comet, typical outgassing, hyperbolic orbit consistent with gravitational ejection from another star. And yes, technically, each of those statements might be true, but every word also carefully sidesteps all the glaring anomalies we've just discussed. It's the same rhetorical shield they used with Oumuamua. Pick the least controversial adjective and repeat it until the media gets bored. Meanwhile, what's happening behind the scenes? We'll probably never know. If these glaring gaps bother you as much as they bother me, hit that like button. It helps the algorithm show this video to more skywatchers who deserve to know. And while you're here, subscribe, because this channel always keeps the receipts when official stories just don't add up. So there you have it, 5 undeniable mysteries. We've got course corrections with no natural cause, a collision with what can only be described as a ghost ship, impossible cold defying physics, crucial photos locked away, and a whole vocabulary designed to dull our curiosity. Put all that together, and the official natural comet label starts to sound less like science and more like a story. So, is 3I Atlas an alien probe? We can't declare a definitive yes, but what we can conclude is that the official narratives might not match reality. And that leaves us with speculation. So please, drop your own theory below. Who knows, it might just inspire the next video.